Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. Today I thought it'd be really fun to do some DIY gift ideas for Valentine's Day because I have a lot of ideas. Valentine's Day can be really tricky. It's really soon after Christmas, so you might want some budget gifting ideas, but you still want them to have some thought to them. You want them to feel really personal and thoughtful. So I have a lot of gift ideas that are like that today. I don't want to toot my own horn or anything, but I think that I'm a pretty good gift giver, so I thought through some different aesthetic ideas that would be really useful, but also just like handmade, sentimental, and that is what I will be sharing. If you haven't yet subscribed, make sure to do so. I share interior design and DIY content every single week. Without further ado, here is DIY number 1. The first gift idea that I think would be super unique is customizing a tote bag. All you need is a blank tote bag, which is super inexpensive, and then some fabric paint and a paintbrush. I decided to use bright red and make an abstract graphic on it, which is really simple for me to do, but it has a really high impact. You can customize it to have song lyrics or anything else personalized to the person that you're gifting it to, but in general, if you're not sure what to do, a bold graphic like this is definitely eye-catching. And my favorite part about gifting bags is that you can put other smaller gifts into it and they still get the bag as a present. And every time that they go grocery shopping, they will think of you. This next gift idea is also customizable and really easy to make. I'm just using some clay that you can bake in the oven, and I'm mixing some of my favorite colors together. You could also just use a solid color and make it more intentional, but I just like the idea of small decor pieces like this that are super unique to add color to a space. Once I have my colors mixed together, I'm forming it around something, and I use the bottom of a candle to make it have a little bit of a hollow bowl shape. And I purposely made the edges of it uneven so it has a really natural look. When I took it off, it had this really natural looking shape, and so then all I had to do was bake it. So I would just recommend following the baking instructions of whatever clay that you bought, and it hardens over time, and then you are left with this really unique piece. You can customize it to the person that you made it for, and it is perfect for holding rings or crystals or bobby pins or hair ties or literally anything. A side note for this DIY is that I've seen people also engrave different words on these types of things, so if that's something that interests you, you could totally do that. I've also seen like people putting faces on these and making them kind of funny. So obviously it depends on who you're gifting it to, but I love that idea as well. For the next gift idea, I'm essentially copying the same method that I used for the tray, but instead I'm going to make it into a little picture stand. All I'm doing is forming this kind of half circle shape with the clay, and I'm trying to keep it pretty organic. Then I'm just making a slit in the center of it that would be able to hold paper standing up. Once I have that separation in the center, I'm able to use it as a picture stand. Then again, I'm just following the instructions of the clay that I bought to heat it up in the oven, and once it cools down, you are left with this really unique picture holder that you could use to hold a picture of you and the person that you're gifting it to. I think this gift is super personal and can also be really romantic because it's a picture of the two of you, and it is definitely really unique. Side note on this DIY, it is very sturdy. It keeps the picture from falling out. It obviously depends on how you make yours, but if you make it the same way that I did mine, it's a really cool little picture stand that's customizable. The last fun idea that I have is to make an aesthetic map of a place that is important to you both. I like to use this website called Snazzy Maps that I found while I was in school because they have a lot of aesthetic map templates that you can use for free. All you do is just browse through and find one you can search for it to be simple or really intense, or you could choose your color that you like. Basically, you can just find something that has the perfect vibes for whoever you're gifting it to. I like this simple black and white one a lot because I think it has a really high impact. So I'm just typing a location, and I think you have to make like a free account, but you don't have to pay anything, and you can just download it as a high quality image. There's also a lot of ways that you could personalize this. You could cut out a little heart with some colored paper and stick it in a very specific spot, or you could just leave it as it is to be an aesthetic map that the person you're giving it to obviously recognizes as an important place. I am just putting mine in a picture frame to really finish off the gift, and that is also a very inexpensive buy. You could also thrift one. It's just a really simple gift idea that doesn't take too much time, effort, or money, but it really shows the person you're gifting it to that you put some thought into it and made something that's really sentimental for them. And a little side note for this DIY is that if you get a picture frame that has a matting in it, you could write the location on there. You could write the latitude and longitude. You could write something really sweet. It really doesn't matter, but there's so many different ways that you could customize this. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I hope you found it helpful and you're able to come up with some really good gifts this Valentine's Day season for your loved ones, your family, your friends, whatever it may be. I think my favorite DIY was probably the tote bag because I want to keep it and use it for groceries and everything. I just love the look of it. But I think the easiest is probably the map art because literally all you have to do is print out a picture. I hope this video was able to help you get your creative juices flowing, and I will see you all next week for some more design stuff. Bye guys!